All right. No, hide. There we go. All right. How we doing? Let's get this show on the road. Hey, Metal. Can we petition to remove ourselves from this nightmare division, please? I agree. I agree. Strafossi, yeah, Metal's got the answer. Regulation overtime wins. They have 40, we have 38. Right. Yeah. Hey, Rosado. How you doing, bud? Yeah, so we need to win our. Yeah, I heard that last night, Rosado. Yep. She did good though. She did good. How you doing, Marlboro, man? It's still cold, man. It got cold again. New idea, resign Lou. I was looking at I was looking at the list of free agent goalies for the podcast because I was talking about Montreal a little bit, and the cupboard is bare in terms of. I mean, there's some normal guys out there, um, in terms of backups. The one guy that I'd be interested in if he's not signed is Vladar, but other than that, Vanacek, Reimer, guys like that, nobody. There's no Sergei Bobrovsky on the open market. Would I bring back Lyon? That's another name that's out there. Yeah. Well, why not? We already brought back Drieger, right? I would check out Vladar, maybe. But Lyon could be a good one too. Steven says my prize tickets came in yesterday for Friday's game, so you finally know where you're sitting. Congrats. That's very cool. That's cool. Who are we playing Friday, by the way? Who are we playing Friday? What's the weekend schedule? Utah Friday, Montreal Sunday, Montreal Tuesday. Gotcha. You would bring in Reimer as our third goalie? Yeah, I mean he's still viable, right? Yeah, we're gonna need something. We need a third goalie at this point. What we've got was that Kakkonen, right? He's a free agent too. Hey, Bex. Boulevard says, you ask me, Chicago should just do a Bedard a favor and trade him. Let Chucky and Barkov mentor him. Can you imagine that? No, Bex, we're not going to do another game. We're going to auction tomorrow night, and tonight I have other plans. And tomorrow there will be no podcast or noon stream tomorrow because we're going to the auction. So there's a bunch of stuff I got to do to get ready to do that because it's a hike, it's a drive. We're going all day long and into the night, really. Now, it says, hearing some people who are really concerned about a defenseman prospect pool. What are my thoughts? Shafasi says the same thing. Well, we've been getting along without a defensive prospect pool since, like we talked about this the other day, right? The last guy that we drafted and developed that played for us on a significant basis is Ekblad. We won the cup, picking up guys, every other way. So I wouldn't be overly concerned about it as long as Zito is the GM. Fashi says eventually we need to get some. You'd like to have a few, right? But the lack of first round picks and the second round picks, that eventually does ding you. Sure. Ray says, rumor is that we have a goalie in Russia that's awesome. Yeah, I think somebody had mentioned him before. Bowler says, I don't know why, but the Leafs always lose to the Sharks. Can we let this continue and let the Panthers win out, please? When are we going to get some news about Kulikov? I'm ready for Kulikov to come back. We got to play Montreal 2 times in the next 3 games with Balinskis and Bournefoot on there. The only thing is that Montembeau has not been playing well. Monty has not been playing well. Hey, Kenneth, how you doing? But how's it feel to be in first place? Jafassi, he could be. He could be. No, I see. We were just talking. How did we? I think I brought that up because I talked about the free agent goalies for Montreal possibly next year since Montembeau is just not. I don't think he's the guy. I don't think he has been consistently, just about 3 goals a game and just barely 900 save percentage his whole career. Kirsten needs to play a game. If they didn't bring him up now, they're not going to do it. Now, the only thing I would say about Kirsten not being up is interesting because Schmidt talked about this in a post-game interview the other game where we won in overtime about how it's nice to have Balinskis and Bornfoot who have played with the team before, so they know the system, they can plug right in. And so maybe it's a system thing. Do they play the same system in Charlotte defensively? Because maybe that might be it. Hey, Vincent. Kenneth says it feels good. It's temporary. It is for now. We'll see. For all we know, Tampa's going to win the damn division. Let Tampa win the division and play Ottawa. I still say Florida versus the Leafs in the first round would be. I don't want to say the word easier. I just don't think it's going to have the physicality of a game against Tampa or a series against Tampa or Ottawa. When I bring Monty in as a backup to Bob, he's still got another year on his deal, I think. I don't think he's a free agent. And probably not. Probably his numbers have just not been great over the course of his career, unfortunately. What's his contract? Yeah, he's got one more year after this season. He's making $3.1 million. So maybe that's Montreal's plan is to go with him for one more year and then move on. They got to know that he's not the guy. Yeah, Ottawa wins the division, huh? Braves fan? Yeah. We need Tampa not to have home ice. All right, that's a good point, Metal. I know they've been on fire. But I just wonder how many of those games that Tampa's winning at home because they've got one coming up. Like Tampa plays the Leafs coming up here soon at home. But the day before, the Leafs play the Panthers. So Tampa gets the softened up Leafs after they just played the Panthers. If we want to win the division, we need guys back. We need Kulikov back. We need Marchand to get on the ice just for some extra juice. Just some extra juice, man. You watched the game last night, Winnipeg and Washington. They was banging the whole 60 minutes. You know, they were going at it the whole 60 minutes. I like how Mangiapane came right out of the box and scored a goal. Vincent says, can St. Louis come out of the West? Avalanche Monsters would let them? I don't know. I mean, I wouldn't guarantee St. Louis is going to get that spot just yet. Calgary's warming up. Calgary's got 3 games in hand on them. St. Louis has a 4-point lead, but Calgary has 3 games in hand. I'm not sold on St. Louis just yet. They've won 7 in a row, which is nice, but this year it seems like a lot of the teams that win a bunch of games in a row, then they start losing a few. Race fan says a couple people said Marchand looked good in practice. Let's get his ass on the ice, right? Put him, Bennett, Marchand, Samoskevich. Let's go. Yeah, both those teams look solid. You're talking about St. Louis? Yeah. That's the thing with the West. They've got big teams. They got good big teams, but you only have to beat one of them, right? You only have to beat one of them to win the cup. Whether or not Calgary can pull it off or not, I don't know, but I wouldn't put it past them right now. 3 games in hand is a lot this time of year. Bring that up. St. Louis, 73 games, 83 points. Flames, 79 points, 70 games. The Blues are just eons past everybody else. They do, I'm sure they have the regulation wins tiebreaker, though. I'm sure about that. Vinci said Marchand looked good from day one. He's not advised to fall into the boards because he's still healing. Gotcha. All right. Frost said, I don't think the Jets want to play the Blues. I'm sure they'd rather play the Flames. I would agree with you there. I'm sure the Jets are rooting for Calgary. Does Winnipeg play Calgary at all? There's your question. Does Winnipeg get to choose? Do the Jets play the Flames? Let's see. No, the Jets do not get to play the Flames. They do play the Jets once, they play the Blues once. Yeah. So the Jets they play the Canucks, they play the Blues, and that's it. So they don't get to choose. Braves fan, if you look at the lines, it looked like Samoskevich, Benny Marchand on line 2. Bennett took the option today, so they bumped up Nosek. Yeah. Yeah, well, with Bennett, some guys, they don't need to practice at all, right? Just let Sam Bennett rest and be ready for game time. That's all that matters. Yeah, the Wild. Oh, you're saying St. Louis could catch. No, St. Louis could catch them. That's a good point. Did the Blues and the Wild play? Blues, Wild, Blue. No, the Blues and the Wild do not play. That's a bummer. Kenneth says, what team playing spoiler would you not want to play right now? Apparently, Nashville is starting to win games, right? I mean, kinda-ish. 5-4-1. They've been playing a little bit better. I'll tell you the opposite. It's a shame we had to play the Bruins that one game where they were all pissed off about the trade because they're totally tanking now, right? That's a tough question. There's nobody that's really like, you know how there's that one crap team every year that towards the end of the season they start going on a run and they look really good and you think maybe they're going to make it next year. There's like nobody doing that right now. Like everybody that's meh is still pretty much meh. Hey, Mr. Vids. They better be rested on Friday, right? Vincent says, Marchand could debut on Friday. He's close. Now, hey, let's at least get him back from Montreal, right? We need Kulikov. Yeah, Strafashi. Buffalo had been doing that, right? But they've won 2 straight. They've won 2 in a row, so we'll see if they if they do the same thing again? What's the Sabres schedule? Who could they screw over? Penguins, Flyers, Capitals, Senators, Lightning, Bruins, Canes, Jackets, Panthers, Lightning, Leafs. Huh. Look at that. The last week of the season, the Sabres play Panthers, Lightning, and Leafs, and then they end the season with Philadelphia. Kenneth says the Cleveland Browns every year. Yeah. Yeah, they beat the Oilers pretty bad. And then Nashville beat Toronto the other day, right? You get those weird games this kind of time of year. Teams expend a lot of energy on one game because it matters head to head, and then the next game, they look like ass. Isn't that what happened to us with the Boston game? I believe that's correct. That we had beat Toronto and then we lost to Boston. Yeah, Nashville's been playing a little bit better. A little bit. Let's see. They lost to the Blues 4-1. They beat the Canes. That's weird. Yeah, they beat the Leafs and the Canes. So the Preds last games, they lost to the Ducks. They beat the Leafs. They lost to the Blues, and then they beat the Canes. Jeez. That's wild. Hey, Dana. Hey, Dana. I think it was the other Stephen Kong. I think it's Stephen. I think she's asking Stephen Hines because he won tickets to a game. He's going to be there Friday. I think she's talking to the other Stephen. That's okay. Right? We all do it. Nashville wants to join the Eastern Conference. I bet. Yeah, with all the old, they can join all the other old. I mean, the Islanders, they might make the playoffs. If Montreal don't watch it, the Islanders are thinking about making the playoffs. Same number of games are 1 point out. But they've lost 2 in a row. Nobody wants the 8th seed. All the teams that are fighting for the 8th seed, the only team that's won their recent game were the Jackets. Canadians lost 3 in a row. The Wings lost. The Islanders lost 2. The Rangers lost. Nobody wants it. They'll keep losing. Here's what it is. They're scared of Ovi. The Islanders have Duclair. That's right. Mr. Viz says, if it was up to me, would I eliminate the shootout and just have a 20-minute overtime period as well as bring back ties? No. All of the no's. I lived through that. The 20-minute overtime periods were terrible. It was terrible. Especially the second 10 minutes. Everybody just playing for the tie. It wasn't good hockey. If you wanted to eliminate the shootout, I would just make the 3-on-3 just, make 20 minutes of 3-on-3. Somebody's going to score, right? We already eliminated so many shootouts with the 3-on-3 at 5 minutes. Make it, I don't know, 10 minutes, whatever. I mean, if you had 10 minutes of 3-on-3, you'd almost probably never have a shootout. Metal says, I want Montreal to make it. Yeah, because they're going to beat the Caps. I don't know how. I don't know that they have the goaltending. It's a shame. Kenneth says, if Montreal misses the playoffs, it will still be a successful year. They're well on their way. Spencer Knight a couple years away from the Habs. Kenneth, as I talked about that in the podcast, they got to roll. If they want Spencer, they got to wait one more year. They got to go with Monty one more year, and then steal him from Chicago. Right? I'm going to assume they have the assets to offer a sheet him. Right? Would Chicago match? Vincent says it's fun in the regular season. Yeah, just something different. Yeah. Then a goalie fight. I like Isaac's comment. Yeah, that's cool, Mr. Vince. Yeah, it's just especially like in the 90s. Oh, those 20-minute overtime periods. They were terrible. They were terrible, man. Kate says no eliminating shootouts were undefeated in those this year. Huh. Did we win them all this year? It's a good question. If we lost any, it's only one, right? I says if the goalie fight is a draw, the coaches have a rap battle. Paul Maurice has a cadence, though, right? You could probably put a beat to Paul Maurice's to some of his comments and do okay. 5-0 in the shootout. Thank you, Shafasi. Marlboro the man says Marchand should play Friday. Let's go. All right. That's nice. We'll take it. Goalie fight between Monty and Knight. Yeah. Was the last shootout lost last year in the Leafs double tap game, or was it one later? Boy, I don't remember. I remember that. Yeah, the double tap. I remember that. We got Lil Paul before GTA 6. Yeah, there's an app that turns anything to a rap song, right? Maybe that's an idea for content. I take some of his, if I could find some right. That's not a bad idea, Eyes. Now I got a bug up my ass for that. Now I got an idea there. We'll just start a whole new channel, the Paul Maurice rap channel. Vincent says if goalies were allowed to fight, Gibson and Bob would probably be feared. They're both into martial arts, but no kicking, right? Can you imagine guys like full on roundhousing with skates on, right? Oh man, like combining figure skating with martial arts. I mean, we've already seen one guy get his neck sliced. Metal says, I don't believe in momentum to a beat would go so hard. That's what I'm talking about, Metal. Yeah. You said you were going to turn my videos into a rap song. I got to research that. I got to see that. That's interesting. No. Mr. Miss says, I mean, they do that in England, right? Yeah, Nate, we got robbed of a goalie fight the other day. Anybody see that? I forget who the two goalies were because my brain don't work right. But it was just the other day we got robbed of a goalie fight. Okay, says Paul Maurice rapping. We're a dynasty in the making. We made people's blood boil. So get in line, Edmonton, because we struck oil. I says the video pinned to my Twitter account about trading for Chucky. That would be my first rap single. Yeah. Yeah. If you could do that, if you called up Calgary and said, hey, like that there might be something there, Vincent. There might be enough cadence there and say, hey, Huberto, Uyghur, man, and a first. And then like the drop would be like any other prospect, not Lundell, any other prospect. See, now you got me going. Hey, Colin, yeah, the Rat Man could return on Friday. Put the Eastern Conference game rant to a beat. Oh my God. I rewatched that about a month ago. I was like, oh my God. Oh my God. I lost my shit. The dog was dying. I had a viable excuse. I hadn't lost my shit like that in a long time. If nobody knows what he's talking about, last year against the Rangers in game 3, when the Panthers were getting their asses kicked after the second period, before we went to overtime, I let loose like all the stress from the dogs and everything. I just let loose in that second period intermission segment. My God, I did. Oh my God, that was funny. And then we lost in overtime anyway. Then it says Florida Panthers skating with finesse, clawing through the league, leading rivals a mess. Paul Maurice. See, now this is an idea. Analytics would be the name of the song. Yeah. Thank you, NHL. Yeah, it was Swayman and Kemper. Yeah, we got robbed. Man, that would have been a good fight too, right? Those guys are ornery just on a good day. That would have been a good fight. The league must have some kind of mandate to not let the goalies fight, right? Jaws needs a rapper name. I guess Jaws Z, right? Jaws Z. I don't know. We'll call Little Jaws. Little Jaws. Dias is going to be here again this weekend. And so you got lucky to witness a goalie fight in person in 2011. Damn, there's not many. Sway would have won his diaper. Yeah, they wanted to go too. It just sucks. Straight out of Merit Bank. Yeah, Colin, thanks, buddy. Yeah, Marchand could play. I wonder where they're going to put him, because he's been putzing around with those right winger spots, right? I mean, he had Boquist up there with Bennett and Samo the other game. No, I haven't had it. Really, Strafasi. Looks like Torts is on his way out with the Flyers, so they ran out of. I see. I thought they had all the time in the world, but is it because they've been so bad here at the end? Panthers took the captain of the Bruins in Boston. They are left in ruins. I like it. So is that a thing that's happening right now with Torts? I'm looking. So he's taking the blame for all I'm seeing is about him taking the blame for the last ugly loss. That's a shame. The league needs guys like him. NHL says it was Islanders Penguins when there were fights throughout the entire game. There was like 345 penalty minutes. Oh my God. That's fantastic. Yeah, Marchand, Bennett, and Chucky. Yeah, Bennett. We'll give Bennett his own rap song for sure. Must be Jaws spelled with a dollar sign. I like Kenneth's idea. Yeah, I like Kenneth's idea. Jaws with a dollar sign. Yeah. I like that. What's the name of the album, though? If he did a whole album, what's the name of the album? Like, Instead of 8 Mile, you name it Rant Mile or something like that. Straight out of Matey Ives. That's where I was born and raised. That's when I was raised, Matey Ives. Tortorella's song, I got to check that out. Oh my God, have Ekblad rap about smoking dope. Oh my God. The Territory, that's pretty good, Braves. Yeah. Swaggy was gritty and hardy. Now he couldn't scope. Metal, yeah. Yeah, the Ekblad song. Yeah, what else? Who else would get their own song? You'd have Bennett, you'd have Ekblad. You'd have to have, like, you know what would really make a good song? If you could even manage to piece together 4. That's what I was getting ready to say, Eyes. He says Barkov gets a song. That's what I was saying. If you could piece together 4 comments from Barkov in just that monotone voice that he has, that would do. That would do. Sawgrass Expressway. I like that, Craig. You know, my uncle was an engineer with the company that built all that. When while they were building it, he would take me fishing in the Everglades, and in his truck there would be all the blueprints and everything for how they were for I-595 and the Sawgrass and all of that everything they were building. He'd have all the blueprints and everything in his car. He'd be showing me what they're going to do. Drew says, I'm picking the song this year. I haven't even given it any thought yet, True, but you're right. You're right. I got to start. Holy shit, I got 3 weeks. True reminded me. Oh man. I've been so stressed with trying to make $1 here, $1 there to pay all my bills. I totally forgot about the song. Damn it. I'll get it sorted out. I need to start putting some brain cells that way. Shit. I need to put. I'm totally serious. I'm just like, I blanked out on that. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Damn, I knew there was something I was forgetting. No, but True, it is because I usually have the idea pretty much wrapped up by now. I think I'm going to do a rap. I don't want to sing it this year. I think I want to do something like the one where I did Rapper's Delight. To me, that was the best one. I still remember the lyrics. That was the best one because it was rapping and not singing. I don't know if I want to sing it this year. We'll see. I got to figure out a song. That's the biggest thing. I guess who's back, Mr. Viz, right? Jaws is a rap king of Maryland. I needed some catnip in my paws ever since I blocked that guy called Jaws. That's not bad. Yeah, Chucky's dad called us soft. Later drinking from the cup in the elbow room loft. That's pretty good. Yeah, true. I think I'm gonna rap it this year. It's just the raps are easier to do than the songs, because I don't have to worry about can I sing it in key or anything like that. I can just rap it, and the lyrics will be easier to write too. I think that's what I'm gonna do this year. Yeah, write a song about all the D issues, and they'll make it through. Also mention the new names like Swiggy. Yeah, it's a good point. Yeah, because when I did the last one, it was Bark Off, a Hubie Doobie Doobie for Hagee and Bennett, Duclair, and Achari, Spencer Knight, and Drieger. Don't forget Uyghur and a goalie named Bobrovsky. So we've got a few different names. Most of those guys are still here, but not quite. It would have still worked with Drieger until trade deadline, right? And obviously Spencer Knight isn't gone. is gone. Yeah. Hey, Pente, how you doing? We got no D. We're still winning. Come playoff time, believe your heads are spinning. See, that works. That works. I gotta find the right song to do it to. Rapper's Delight was so easy, right? Got to do a Blue Chew name drop for Ekblad. Yeah. Yeah. At least we got the Cats in Miami since we'll never get our hands on Lombardi. Yeah. Oh my God. Don't even get me started there. Yeah. I totally forgot. I knew I was forgetting something. You made a Blue Chew drop. Hold on a second, Kay. Let me see what the other one was. I effed up and got my ass caught with the Blue Chew. Now I'm on a microscope, but game 3, I'm still coming for you, Ekblad. Oh, man. Yeah, we're going to have to do it. We'll have to figure one out. Oh, John Tortorella sings Don't Push Me. Okay, hold on, Vincent. Hold on. I don't have my headphones, so I won't be able to hear it. Hold on. I got to get my headphones. Hold on. I got to get my headphones so I can hear the song. I'll be right back. I'm going to play the song that Vincent's recommending. Totally forgot. All right, hold on. Let me find it. Name of the video is John Tortorella sings Don't Push Me. All right, let's see this. Where's the glasses? I can't see shit. All right, let's go to YouTube. I'm sure that's where it is. All right, let's see. Here we go. Come on. I'm searching for it. Here we go. All right, hold on. Let me get it ready. All right, hold on a second. Let me get the volume up. Okay, let me share the screen. All right, hold on a second. All right, and let's see.
Well, that's an interesting start to the hockey game on a variety of different levels. What was going through your mind when you saw the way the game started?
I see the starting lineup. I know the guy across the bench with the lineup that he had. I can't throw players at risk that way, and that's what this is. It shouldn't be in the game, that stuff. I don't want it in the game, but I have to protect my team. I'm not proud of it. I don't feel great about it at all, but I do the same thing again if it can happen. Don't push me. Don't push me. Don't push me. I have to protect my team. Don't push me. Everybody wants to win. Don't push me. Don't push me. That's what went through my mind.
Torts came in and told us they're sharing those games, so we're gonna match that.
Again, this all started with the opening faceoff of this game when Calgary started their fourth line and the Canucks responded with theirs, and we had a full line brawl. John Tortorella has gone over to the Flames home outside their room. He's got to calm down. Got to calm down. Got to calm down.
I love that song.
Fights, say whatever you want. We got to get rid of stuff in our game. That is so wrong. That is so wrong. That is so wrong.
I have no idea what's going on. Don't push me. Don't push me. Don't push me. I have to protect my team. It's understandable. Don't push me. Everybody wants someone. Don't push me. You're in trouble if they jump the twins. Don't push me. Swallow the pundits this morning. They don't have a clue what reasons. Don't push me.
So he starts shish kebabbing John.
Don't push me.
John does not have to put his guys on.
Don't push me.
You're in trouble if they jump the twins.
I have to protect my team. It's understandable. Don't push me.
He's an emotional guy.
Don't push me.
Doesn't want to be known as a soundbite.
Don't push me. Everybody wants to win. I have to protect my team. It's understandable. And we found a way to win.
Oh my God. That was freaking great. Oh my God, that was freaking fantastic. Oh, that was great. Oh, that was great. Who is this guy that did that? Yeah, 11 years ago. So that's how long ago that was. Jeez, that was great. That was great, man. That was will we get I don't know if I'll get copyright claim for that. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. It would have already happened probably. The bots catch the stuff in the lives pretty quick. Let's see. Huh. That's weird. It's weird. The monetization was off, which is interesting because I know I set it to on. Huh. I wonder if, yeah, it's not an actual song. Yeah. Oh, okay. You never know, though, Eyes. I get copyright claimed for the national anthem sometimes. I've told this story. There's a company that does false claims on YouTube for the national anthem, and they make good money because if you don't dispute the claim, the revenue from the video goes to them. So a lot of people don't dispute the claim because it's only like a couple of bucks, $2 or $3 in ad revenue, and people don't want to waste their time disputing the claim. And so the company goes around and they'll claim hundreds of videos a day and make themselves money by just doing the false claim. And YouTube knows about it. They don't care. Keith says, Oilers fans call us dirty, but their team's yellow after all. We didn't drop that jumping elbow. Visvis says, always fight those BS claims. Yeah, I have. It's a pain in the ass. I mean, it's stupid. But it's this one, and I contacted YouTube about it, and they're like, "There's nothing we could do. You got to file the dispute. It is what it is." So, but thank you, Vincent. I had never seen that before. That's a lot of work too, and that's 11 years ago. So I wonder what the technology nowadays would be able to do, right? So maybe that's part of an idea for the video that I do for the start of the playoffs. If I do a rap, maybe I'll include some drops from like Maurice or Bark, stuff like that. It gives me some good ideas. I didn't want to do the singing this year. I think I've done that 2 or 3 years in a row. I haven't done a rap in such a long time. The raps, I enjoy those much more. This is not so stressful to get the singing right. You know, you're writing lyrics that don't necessarily lend themselves to singing. You know what I mean? It's like you're taking a song that the lyrics have been written to help you sing it and rewriting it. I think I'd rather rap it this year. Mr. Viz says there's YouTuber Justin Wang who made an 8-bit version of Dig Up Her Bones by the Misfits, and some idiot was claiming the song as his own. Yep. I says always got people abusing the system. It's a shame, but it is what it is. It first happened on the football channel, and then it happened the Four Nations. A couple of the live streams for the Four Nations, because we had the TV up a little bit. Oh, I'll post that to the members. True, I'll post that to the members. I don't want to play it here now. But I'll post that to the new members. We didn't make that members only, did we? No. That's there. That's there. And that was last year, right? Yeah. Jake says he did one called The Battle of Alberta. Jason Kennedy sings Special Place in Hell. Oh man, I'll have to check that out. Oh, you would use that song at the beginning of your streams. Yeah. If whoever was here a really long time, if you remember the first couple years of the recaps, the song I had was like some ragtime piano song. Dun, 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 dun. And it was available on Google for free. It was a copyright-free song from Google that they created on the app or whatever. And so I used it. And then at some point, this is how the fight song came to be. At some point, they sold the rights to that song to another company, and all those videos got copyright claimed. All of them. So there's ads on them, but I don't get that revenue because that song is in there. So when that happened, it happened over the summer. So when that happened, I said, you know what? I got to create my own song. And so that's how the fight song came to be. I sat there during the summer. I created that beat. Don't ask me how I did it. I don't remember. There was an online beat. There was an online beat creator. And I created the initial like like that. And I put it in my editor. And I wanted to layer it. And so when I layered it, the second layer, it changed the pitch somehow. I don't know what I did. So when you hear it and there's like the low beat and there's that like higher tick tick sound, I don't know how I did that. I have no idea how I got it to do that. But as soon as I heard it, I created the file. I saved it. I don't remember how I did it, but as soon as I heard it, how it had that little echo afterwards at a higher pitch, I just pressed save. It's probably somewhere on my big computer downstairs, the original. But yeah, man. Hey, JC. Lennell says the ending would have you saying we beat Edmonton because they suck, which is something you said after a regular season game against them, but it would be hilarious out of context. Oh my God. That's when Edmonton was so bad, right? They started the season so bad. I remember that. All right, Kenneth. So for everybody that's here, remember, there's no podcast, no stream tomorrow. Colin and I are going to the auction. So there will be the channel will be silent tomorrow. It'll be a rare day off. Of course, now something will happen, right? We can't make a trade. Drew says the build-up part kind of scares you. Yeah, that thank you, Metal. I wish I remembered find you some guitars that y'all. They very rarely have any. There is this, it's not a highly populated area with young people. You know what I mean? They very rarely have any. Every once in a while they have one. But if I ever see anything, I'll send you a picture. If somebody had said something up here, I'm trying to remember. Ken says people claiming Panthers LTR moves were shady, but it was rigged. But if it was rigged, Barkov would be line mates with Brady. Yeah. Thinking about making a Jaws out of context video. That would be funny. Colin, not only does no one want first place, but nobody wants the 8th seed. Everybody keeps losing. JC, you're not liking this. You're not liking the schedule. I know. It's an actual day off. Or you talking about the Panthers schedule? Hey, apparently Marchand might play Friday, so that'll be good. That'll give him some time to integrate. So I guess as long as Chucky's not here, you're going to go Barkov, Reinhart, Verhaeghe, Bennett, Marchand, Semiskevich, Lundell, Luosterainen, Rodriguez, and then Sturm with Bohlquist and Greer. Is that what you're going to do? Right? Because you can't leave out Rodriguez. Kenneth, yeah, 1 month to go, man. 1 month to go. Less than that. Playoffs start, I believe, on the 20th. So it's almost like just barely 3 weeks to go. A lot of other teams play on the 17th too. But our last game is on the 15th. Panthers' last game is on the 15th. So we get a little bit of a break there, a few days rest before the playoffs, which is good because we end the season on a back-to-back, of course, right? Play in Tampa. It's Tampa, right? I believe that's what it is. We play Tampa the last game of the season on the second end of a back-to-back. Yeah, we play the Rangers on the 14th and then the Lightning on the 15th. I mean, that could be for the division. It could be like we win the game, we play Ottawa. We lose the game, we play the Lightning. Which, that's interesting because if that comes to pass, now if you're Tampa Bay on that last game of the year, if you're Tampa Bay, it's the last game of the year, you're playing the Panthers. If you win the game, you get Ottawa. If you lose the game, you get the Leafs. What are you doing if you're Tampa? It could be a battle for home ice. That's true. But Tampa could have an opportunity, right, to pick. If you're Tampa, who would you rather play? Ottawa or Toronto? Or if you lose, you can avoid the Panthers. Or do you want the Panthers round one if you're Tampa? I guess it depends on how healthy we really are, right? If Kachuk's not practicing, they're going to want to play us round one, that's for sure. Because he's got to start practicing at some point. When did Kucherov start practicing? Remember when he did the LTIR thing and then came back for game one of the playoffs? When did he start practicing with the Lightning? How many weeks before the playoffs? Kucherov wants ice cream every day. That's another T-shirt, Vincent. It's actually another T-shirt. Kucherov wants ice cream every day. Just make T-shirts with random hockey sayings that make no sense. Maybe that's an idea too. There was a few weeks for sure, right? Kenneth says Tampa's 1-4 at home in the playoffs last 2 years. That was with Stamkos. Now they got Gensel. They not sure. I'm not sure I want Tampa in the first round, man. We'll see. If Chucky's actually going to come back healthy. McDavid, Rob, Bob should be assured as well. Yeah, that's a good point. Those are good ideas. Huh. Yeah, right? I mean, come on. But if we would have swept them, Bob would have got it. I think Bob gets it if we sweep them. Right? But game 4, 5, 6, I mean, that was getting scary. That was getting scary. So, all right, I'm gonna roll. I gotta eat some food, and so that's gonna do it. You will not see me until and unless. So let's see. I'm going to take tomorrow off. So which player is going to get an extension? You think that's when the Bobrovsky extension happens? Huh? Or do we finally sign Bennett? Days since Verhaeghe scored. I like that, iDog. I screenshot that. That's good ideas. That's like, what the hell do you want?
Did anyone mention that Maurice said he's hoping?
Yeah. That Marchand might play Friday. Yeah.
Finally.
I know. Well, that's good. Beck says born foot 5x5. God help us. Oh my God. True says Benny. Yeah, that would be the one. So I'm taking tomorrow off. So just that guarantees at some point I'll have to pick up my phone from the auction and create a short about either Bennett or Bobrovsky getting extended. Oh, Swiggy shirts. We didn't go with 3-0 lead. Should definitely be a shot. Yeah, jeez. Right? Oh my God. Oh my God. Swiggy shirts. The only problem with the shirts, I mean, I can do them, but I can't put the player's likeness on the shirt. I tried that, even just doing a caricature that looks similar to the player. And at least on Teespring, they immediately take it down. It sucks. I mean, I get it, right? But the only way to do it is just have text only. Maybe, a generic hockey stick or a puck or something. But the only way to get past the bots or whatever setup the t-shirt companies have, I'm sure there's probably other shirt companies that maybe you could sneak one through. Teespring's a pretty big one. T-shirt idea, they needed some profanity in their life. That's another good one. See, these are good ideas. I got to get better at when stuff like that happens. Maybe I could sell a shirt or 3. It's all $10 at a. When we sell something on eBay for $10, Kyle's like, it was only $10. I say what Shula used to say. When Shula used to complain to the referees, and the referees would be like, it's only 2 yards. Shula would be like, 2 yards is my whole life. And so when we sell something for $10, I'm like, Kyle, $10 is our whole life right now. It is. So sell a graphic tee of Maurice lifting up the cup. I don't know if I could get away with it. That's the thing. I had put out a shirt a couple weeks ago about Bennett, Marchand, and Tkachuk, and it was just their faces, and it was very pictorialized. It was almost like a caricature. And the bots picked it up and eliminated the listing right away. And they don't even let you keep the design and edit it. They just completely delete the whole thing. So whatever work you've done, you have to start all over from scratch. Really sucks. Yeah, the bots, they get you, Bex. Not gonna lie, the idea of Paul Maurice quotes his gold. Surprised no one's done it already. It is actually a pretty good idea. Yeah. They needed some, yeah. Well, maybe I'll give it a shot. I know I said I was going to log off. I'm logging off now. I got to go eat. I'm hungry. I'm absolutely starving. All right, everybody. Appreciate all the support. And yeah, I shall see you Friday. We'll have a normal podcast on Friday and the stream and all of that on Friday. All right. See you then.